We have returned. We are doing a remote Transitions Radio Magazine production in a satellite studio here. You see before us the accoutrements and teaching tools of Cordell, Whitaker, and some 65 plus Spirit Nations. Returned. I gave a long intro about Kay, her background, and what we're doing. I will reiterate shortly because it's all about the BP oil spill, what's going on in the Gulf, and we asked 4 questions, or we're asking 4 questions in series, and we have a forum of the 4 of us gathered. Elizabeth Rose, yours truly, Alan Hutner, co-host of Transitions Radio Magazine, behind the camera and handling technical and speaking infrequently is Helmut, and Kay's husband, and Kay, who has in front of her a pile of bones. We explained this all in the last throw, so you have to go back to question 1 and experience this in sequence. But now we're to number 2 in the series of 4. And the number, I'll do all 4. What is the truth, the true picture about what has happened and what is still happening with the oil spill in the Gulf? What is the purpose? What are the teachings of this event within the larger picture for us individually and the world community? 3, what can we do individually and collectively? What are the solutions? And 4, how do we best heal this on all levels? How do we deal with our fears and other emotions? How do we best extend healing to all life in the future? Now we're at number 2. What is the purpose? Why? What are the teachings of this event within this larger picture for us individually and the world community? I think we got some answers in question 1, but now we're going to go into more detail. And for those just on audio, Kay has the 65 bones in front of her on this humanoidish figure on about a 3x3 platform. And she's picking the bones up, and part of the fun is watching her try to get 65 bones in one hand or 2 hands. And she's adept at this. I will narrate. We've got about 60% of them in her hands, and then they will be laid out and thrown on the humanoidish figure. And we try not to keep her laughing because when she laughs and moves, the bones fall out. And they have to be thrown out. They have to be blown on us by the 4 of us, since we're present. Blowing on the collective 65 bones and Spirit Nations allows us to activate the question with our intention and your intention behind us. So, okay, they have been held. Again, the question, what is the purpose? What are the teachings of this event within the larger picture for us individually and the world community? And now we will take a pause, although we'll be right back. Kay needs some time to do the reading. All right, we have returned. What you have experienced as just a momentary pause, we've experienced as probably about 30, 45 minutes, maybe a little longer, a little less, of Kay interpreting the second question, bone throw, which we explained in detail. I will reiterate the question, which was, what is the purpose and what are the teachings of this event talking about the oil spill in the Gulf within the larger picture for us individually and the world community? I think we got some of that in the first question, but here we are, and we'll now go into our forum mode. Kay will do the read, and we'll see what commentary we may all have.
All right. The bones start off talking over here about the masses, about people, all of humanity. All of humanity has been feeling fairly powerless through the years, and especially of late. As we look down the line, we find our governments, our modern culture, all the control that they exhibit, the cultural, social dictates that they like to promote to humanity, to keep repeating, to keep us doing the same old thing and not being aware and not caring, creating the same old disorder, disease. So we have this disease piece right in the left hand, and that's where we've been focused. We've been focused on our powerlessness, our fear. The government has all the power. Society has all the power. The individuals have none. That's what we've been taught. That's what we believe. The spirits say that in reality, it's the masses. It's the people that have all the power. And we need to learn that. That's one of the main lessons here. The people, the individuals, have an enormous amount of power. The only thing they have to do is to walk with it. This little piece has to roll over on top of the foot, and we have to walk with our own power, with this understanding, this knowingness that we can do anything. We can create anything. We can create any kind of momentum we want. So far, we have been creating the momentum that has been fed to us by society, promoted to just keep us all kind of numbed out and asleep and just puddling along, creating disorder and disease and inefficiency. And that's what we have right now. As long as we're doing that, we're throwing our power away. So the spirits have said repeatedly through this throw, just over and over and over, all over the entire spread here. Focus. That is the main lesson. We have to learn how to focus our attention, to collect it, to drag it out of the quagmire of where it's been, where other people have been telling us what is and what is possible and what is not possible. And we've just numbed ourselves out and believed it. We have to drag ourselves out of that and learn what the power is of our own mind, our own interior mechanism, our mind, our emotions, our beliefs. They're what create everything. Everything in our world, in our daily lives, collectively, it is creating everything that we see around us. All this disorder, all the disease, all the wars, big oil spills, big messes that we can't contain. We've been creating them collectively. And now we have to take our power back. That's the big teaching. Taking the power back, learning how to focus. Focus our attention. Examining inside of ourselves, giving up these ideas and the beliefs that have been spoon-fed, shoved down our throats for centuries now. Over here, this is new ideas. It's by the other foot here. They're both of these things just off the foot. New ideas, new ways of thinking, new ways of believing, new technology. We need to learn how to walk with that, to accept new ideas, hunt for new ideas, pursue them. We need to learn how to focus our attention in that kind of direction and walk that kind of walk. As we look down the line, there's interest in our hearts for something different and something better and something genuine. We just don't know what it is or where it is or how to get it. And now it's time, we're right up against the wall. We're forced to figure that out for ourselves.